Hello friends, welcome to the Word Cloud Tarot Show. Today is the 22nd of August 2022 and that's a lot of twos. And speaking of number twos, have you noticed what's going on in our seas and rivers? They're turning into poop soup. Shall we find out what's happening with that? Let's do a tarot reading. We're going to use my standard deck, which is of course the Word Cloud Tarot deck. The meanings of the cards are written on the cards in word clouds. So in order to read the tarot, all you have to do is read the tarot cards. We will do a 5-card cross as an exploration into what's happening with the sewerage in the sea. That has cards for the past, for hidden and external influences, for the present and for the final outcome. Let's see what it all means. Well, the last 12 years or so, we've seen hoarding and austerity and privatization. We've seen the country be mortgaged and the people driven into debt, while money and capital have been transferred into the wealth of private hands. The economy's health systems and education systems and schools and universities and the water systems have all been taken over by finance. And of course that has led to ruin. The country is in ruin and it's in recession and all our systems are failing. The people are in conflict. The country faces catastrophe and crisis. The institutions of state are crushed in disorder and they're in meltdown. But outside this country, externally, other people are still able to do things, create things. Their countries still clean their own shit up. They construct infrastructure. They have innovation and original ideas. Abroad, they can still use planning of the state and they can still have systems that work. And in this country, we still face ruin owned by private capital. Why? How do they get away with it? They get away with it because of valor. The capital has convinced the workers that their adversity is due to an adversary. They challenge us to fight in a culture war, to see an enemy in order to distract us from the fact that they are waging a class war. They imagine the enemy to fill us with patriotism and demand bravery and courage and fortitude from us. But where is this leading? Perhaps surprisingly, it leads to abundance, for hope and opportunity and wealth. And this is because camaraderie and community and friendship, we will rediscover all of those things and give up on their insistence that we think of each other as the enemy. Instead, we'll organise and take control of the wealth to ensure its profusion through all of society. And finally, once more, learn to clean up our own shit. In summary then, private capital and austerity and privatization have taken over the country's infrastructure and pushed it into ruin. Now abroad, they still manage to have a functioning state, clean up their own shit, have some planning and development, but here instead we have valor, where the rulers have convinced us that we're being attacked and that the ruin we are feeling is coming from those who do have a functioning state. But we can, of course, overthrow that. We can take over the abundance of this country and distribute the wealth more equitably between all of the people of the country and finally learn to clean up our shit. So that is the revolutionary message of the cards this week. If you would like a deck just like this one, you can buy a deck just like this one from wordcloudtarot.com. There you can also join our mailing list to get updates on all the new shows that we make. There you can also do that from t.me/wordcloudtarot, which is our Telegram group, or on Twitter we are at wordcloudtarot. That's it for this week. We'll see you again next week, I would think.